All right, guys, today we're trying to stay in the AC as much as we can. Running by the body shop. Running to drop one off at the auction that sold. One of the ones I told you guys you better watch because it's a good one. And sure enough, it sold to another dealer for the same price you guys could have bought it for. And we got Raymond on the road, got a lot of things going on. Got a lot of clips we're going to put together for this video. Please watch through. I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, we just pulled up McDonald's. You want anything? Yeah. Okay. Want 3 number 2s. What do you want, AJ? That's just for me.
Like 4 number 5.
Oh, 4 number 5s. It's a hot day. We're going to need a bunch of sweet teas, high C's, and some Pepsis. And 1 water, please, just so we act like we got something healthy. You think they heard us? Oh, a cookie too, please. All right, we're up here at Woodard's Body Shop, good friend of ours. We're looking for a truck we dropped off like 7 years ago. Not quite sure where he might have parked it at. But in all reality, we were just reminiscing because right here is where the 8-door mega truck, which you guys are going to see very soon, started its first part of its process because the 8-door sections were all not sections. They were just laying there. So we came up here and worked on a couple weekends, unloaded it. Matt welded it together. We worked on getting some bracing underneath of it and then rolled it out here for the prep of it because it was so big it took up the whole friggin' shop. We broke his chain fall trying to lift it up and put the shocks on it. Then we rolled it out and actually got the wrap put on it here, hung the front end on it, the radiator support, which all's been taken back apart now. And, well, that's kind of where it stands. So hang tight. We got to head back to the office. Just dropped one off at the bedliner shop. We'll see what else we can find around here. So there you go. You can see Matt's got it put back together. If you ever need work done on like your crane or something, Matt's certified for fixing cables. Just stop by here. He can re-rig you up. Not only did we break his chain fall, but we actually took the truck off the trailer here. We tied it to an excursion. The truck was from the door to up here, just to give you guys an idea of the length. So I went forward. Somebody pulled the truck forward. Matt was kind of, where were you at?
I was in the truck.
Oh, Matt was in the truck. Matt was pulling the truck forward. I was pulling him backwards, and we went at the same time, so we went a little too fast. But unfortunately, it had no suspension, and when it came off, stuff went flying. 1 door flew over there and hit that wall. 1 door fell over here and hit the floor. So out of 8 doors, we ended up with several doors that were damaged in the process, so we had to scrounge up and order some doors. They flew off the truck because nobody put the pins in them the right way. And then the truck leaned over in here also. We jacked it up and it leaned over. Yep, it twisted because we were trying to figure out the ride height to put the tires on it. So we had a lot of experiences in this old shop here.
It took up the whole shop.
Yeah, it ate up the whole building. By the time we had the tires over here, because we had to paint the tires and wheels, we had a lot done in that couple weeks of time, but it ate up. He could not get in out of that bay. We rolled it forward so finally he could slip in here to do a little work. Actually, background there, that's my cousin's truck, getting a bumper and some stuff done. Another beautiful square body. But yeah, when you guys start seeing some, and we'll save this clip too for when we do the debut of the truck, because it's coming along good. And then we rolled it out, and that's actually where it almost fell off the other trailer. We've had some episodes here with that vehicle, and that's where I caught it when I was in prime strength and lifted it back up and shoved it back over. Prime strength, yeah, that was some good days. That was when I was at my fighting weight, so we got things done. So you guys need something and you're in the area, Woodard's Auto Body right here in beautiful Chester, Virginia. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, we were just at the body shop, and I was getting ready to start a clip when a customer walked in. And if you guys know, Matt Woodard, Woodard's Body Shop has been a very good friend of our family since he was a kid. His brother was actually Brian's age, and they hung out together. Matt was a little bit younger, but we used to take Brian over there with the go-karts. Actually, I think he used to take my go-kart over there to ride with the family. And Matt's dad, good friend of ours as well, worked at one of the local construction companies for years. But in his body shop, he does not do restorations any longer. And we talk about this all the time. And as soon as we walked out of there, AJ said, "You realize that's exactly what you talk about in our videos, right?" I just witnessed it firsthand. And I was like, I know. And I wanted to do it, but I didn't want the customer, it was his car. I didn't want him getting upset. He walked in literally as we were getting ready to start the video. But there's a 60, what do you say, 2?
I think it's 62 Cadillac.
62 Cadillac. You might see it in the background of this other clip, you know, whatever year it is. I'm not a Cadillac expert, but this car has been in the body shop since 2019. Now, it's not the body shop's fault. Body shop's been working on it, but it had to leave the body shop after it was stripped to go. He decided he wanted to do a bed liner under the car and in the car, a Line X, basically, not a bed liner, but a Line X. And he was telling us a little bit, we got caught there talking with him for a little bit, about the flooring in those. They do tar. For some reason, they thought the tar would protect it. It's a convertible car. 2019, guys. Matt stripped it down. They sent it to the Line X shop, sat at the Line X shop, came back from the Line X shop, had to get some trim, had to get some pieces. They're still putting the car back together. And if you look in the background of the video we were just doing, you might see it. It's a cream color sitting over in the background next to that square body. It's still disassembled. It still had box after box after box of parts inside of it. What a mess. And not a mess, it's just what the project is. So there it is, 100% proof. Now, a pickup truck and a square body might be a little bit easier than, say, a Cadillac convertible, because I think there's more parts available. You don't have the convertible top to work with. I don't know. There might not be any differences. Maybe it's just as hard. 6 years. And the car, if I had to guess, is probably months and months away from being completed. And again, it's at the stage where you can't rush things. You got to line everything up. You got to put every clip in the way you're supposed to. You got to do everything right, because you don't want to do it again, and you don't want to do it wrong, especially when you're working with fresh paint and all. They're finally cleaning this place up. That looks amazing. I know we did a video here. I don't know if it was with Christian, but we were driving up and down JD just showing how we do things and then how others don't get in trouble for doing things a whole lot worse. But that was a perfect example. That place was a junk sty. Like, there was cars parked up on top of cars because they fix a bunch of wrecked vehicles. So anyway, long story short, 2019 restoration, probably will be finished in 2026. 7 years. So if you guys ever look at a price of something and be like, yeah, it's not too bad, but I might want it to be a big block instead of a small block, or a small block instead of a big block, or I might want an automatic instead of a manual. Those are a couple week changes, or maybe even a couple day changes. To build a truck to your spec from scratch is not only time, it's money. And it's not only money, it's time. And time is something that we don't all have. Now, this fellow is a great guy that is building this car, because he actually had a restored Chevrolet or Ford truck that we actually posted for him at one point to try to sell. So he's got a collection of some cool stuff. He actually knew the previous owner of our building across the street prior to us buying it. He was a car guy as well. We talked about that for a couple minutes. But anyway, long story short, that right there, AJ lived exactly what I talk about in these videos of time, and it's not going to be something you can turn around in a year. If you put somebody on it full-fledged, and that's the only thing they have to do, and they can do body work, paint work, electrical work, mechanical work, plumbing, piping, metal work, fabrication work, then you might turn something out faster than that turnaround. But if not, you're going to move it around to different facilities. Got to go to an interior shop, got to go to a top shop. It takes a long time. And that's, again, I wish we could have done the walk around video, because you guys could have experienced it for those that have never been through that process, that just think, oh, we just take it apart. It's easy to take things apart. I got more things taken apart right now than I could ever put back together in my lifetime. Taking them apart's easy. Putting them back together is a hard thing. So headed back to the office. We got to immediately get to the auction, because transporter's already there waiting on this truck that's sold. We'll keep on rolling through the day. Stay with us. This video is going to be a little longer than normal, but it's a good one. All right, guys, it's been a hectic morning already. It is going to be a hot one. It is Wednesday, correct? Yeah, Wednesday here in Richmond, Virginia. Davis Drives on YouTube. The OBS. I brought you guys a little clip. Told you I'd been saving that one for a while because it was a really cool truck. Somebody watching the clip saw the truck, reached out. This truck's going to Texas. Really cool truck. AJ, he went over it, FaceTimed with him, basically answered all his questions. He requested to get a spray-in bed liner. It had some bed caps on the rails, which we removed. We're going to do an over-the-rail spray-in bed liner. It needs to be washed up. You can see she's streaked up from sitting. You know, she's been sitting around. Not a perfect truck. Got to have tires and wheels. He's going to have an alarm system added, some other electronic stuff done at the electronics shop. A few little doodads, but still, crew cab, short bed, 7.3 power stroke truck. And while we're out front here, we got the mega truck out. And when I say it's going to be hot, it's going to be a hot day. And of course, first thing this morning, had one of the AC systems in the office not working properly, so we had to get that addressed. One of the drains was clogged up, got that taken care of. And the mega truck is here. And yeah, we got to put a bucket on the stack. It leaves marks everywhere it goes. Hopefully the rain will wash that away. But them tires definitely churn up a lot. But that truck's got a killer stereo in it, bunch of LED lights, really cool build. It's got a compound turbo Cummins under the hood. It is not a Ford motor. Ford body, but not a Ford motor. We got quite a few more things to do to it. We've kind of put our little personal touches on it. It's turned out pretty cool. Love the wrap, that turned out great. Going to get the yellow truck moved up here probably later today. So we'll have the yellow one and this one side by side. They both need their kind of their summer going over because they sit all winter long. This year, they sat outside all winter long. But we'll get them back indoors. We're going to clean out section number 3, all the mega trucks. Grimace, the 10-door, all those are going indoors by the end of this week, so they'll be out of the weather. Got some videos to do about them, got some people coming. So this video today is going to be a little different, guys. We're going to chop it up because it is going to be hot. I'm going to be AJ's run-around helper today. We got drop-off at the auction for sold vehicles that's sold online. We've got the bed liner shop. We got the stereo shop. We got the upholstery shop. Matter of fact, we got 2 at the upholstery shop. I need to check on those this morning. We got exhaust shop pickup. We got 2 seats that got to be custom done. We got to run up and check on Daniel on one he's doing for a customer that just need to do a couple pictures for the guy. He kind of wants pictures along the way on the build. Got Raymond on the road first thing this morning. He actually was picking up 2 trucks. Now he's just picking up 1. But I can't blame the one fella. He's one of our very regular customers, great customers, his whole family. And he just couldn't let go of one of the trucks. He said, man, David, I just can't do it. He said, y'all just tune that thing in, suspension-wise, tires and wheels and custom touches. And he said, I can't part with it. I don't blame him. I do not blame him. That is a cool truck. He was getting a different truck, and he still is, but I can't blame him for changing his mind because, you know, it's hard to replace a square body. It was a square body when you get rid of them. So Raymond is going to be bringing back 1. And Christian has a lot of catching up to do. Christian was out yesterday after being gone for a week. So we got a little mini car over there he's got to get online. We got 3 or 4 commercial trucks. The commercial truck stuff has been hopping. Mike has got customers on dang near every bucket truck, crane truck, knuckle boom truck, enclosed utility body truck. He's had us out finding keys, making sure they got gas in them, trying to get things ready. AJ moved things around. We got one of the knuckle booms over here. We got the triaxle truck, and we got the only medium duty that we have left. And guys, we got to do a video about that Freightliner today, AJ. Well, let's walk past it one more time while we're here. We got a Ram rollback in. Got another Freightliner rollback coming. So we'll have some rollback content to post also. But that Freightliner right there, even though it's an older unit, it was a government-owned truck. It was from California. It has no rust. It has all the apparatuses in it. It's a 1998, so it had been sitting, so it got all the replacement tires. What is that? That's 10 tires, alloy wheels, brand spanking new, only because the other ones were aged. Truck looks like you're walking back and looking at a brand spanking new truck at a very small fraction of the price. So no more 2025. And let me see the miles real quick. 14,000 original miles. And you got to figure 2 to 3 of those was bringing it back from California. So extremely low mileage truck. Everything operates and checks out well. We've been over it. So please guys, don't, if you're in the towing industry, you need a backup. Your boss has mentioned one. That's one not to pass up. And on top of it, it's a pre-emissions truck. So that truck will run circles around a lot of that newer stuff. Same way with our W900. This truck is a pre-emissions truck. It's an 06. This truck's had a platinum in-frame done on it and is a very, 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 very good looking truck. So if anybody has interest in this one, it is on the website. Again, we don't normally deal with these bigger CDL required trucks, but we do happen to have a few here at one place. And the knuckle boom, this one's getting ready to go out. Actually, I think this one's going to a cemetery service for setting their vaults. But what a cool truck with the drop axle. Actually be perfect because they can put the vault on there, set it. Really, really nice knuckle boom system. Barely any use. All the outriggers and everything still look great on the truck. So they're getting a great deal on that truck. That truck is that truck's $20,000 cheaper after doing research than the next closest one on the market, and it has 10,000 less miles than that particular truck. So when we do get these bigger trucks, guys, they're deals. No doubt. Like that one is hard to compare. There's not much out there. This one you can find a few, and they're across the country at that. So they're finding a truck local, saving a huge amount of money, and it's a much lower mileage truck. And we get these from a lot of the large power companies, gas companies. We've been dealing with these places for 20 and 30 years in some cases. The power company, we've been getting their trucks for over 30 years. So well-maintained, corporate and fleet owned, and when we get them, we run them through the shop still, even though they usually check out perfect. But that was a killer deal. Those people are saving a ton of money on that one. So jumping into 7.3, getting ready to take it down, get the bed liner done, and then another part of this video on the way. Just turned the water on. We did pay the water bill, believe it or not, guys. We didn't have our service disconnected, but because of the fact the apartments and all the buildings and everything, we did not want the pipes to burst during the winter. We turned the water off, and now we started remodeling, so some of the pipes are unhooked, other things, so we just simply turned the water off. Also, somebody drove across our water meter and tore it all to crap, so I also leave that in there now so that people won't run through here because it looks like it's a driveway, I guess. I don't know. But we're getting ready to water the palm trees in. Just got some Epsom salt. Somebody said use Epsom salt. So we're gonna give them some Epsom salt. And everybody in the office seemed to think it'd be a good idea to, not everybody in the office, a few of the office people thought it'd be a good idea to do like Foot Thursdays or something, and we get some like Epsom salt and some water. And I tell you, some of my employees got, I don't know. Y'all guess which one might have been all for that possibility. But on the way over here, we do have a couple new arrivals. Nothing super exciting except for that right there is pretty exciting. Blakely's gonna love it. That's not for her, but she thinks all of them are for her, so she'll probably eventually, I got some stuff on me. That one being pink, she's really gonna think it's for her. So we're gonna clean that up a little bit. The cool thing with this one, I bought it basically as a parts bike for its factory fenders. You cannot buy this style fender anymore. You can get an aftermarket replacement that looks nothing like it. But the giveaway is on the back. Right there on the back, this little extra thing that hangs down, that's where the kill switch would be. You could walk behind it and kill a kill switch. Somebody did a great job painting it pink. It should be orange underneath there. It might be yellow, but one of the two colors. But I really bought it for the fenders, but she's going to end up loving it, so I'll probably pull her around. And then another TRX 125. I think that's number 5 or 6. So I'll do a video about those tonight. And that one was really bought because of the fact it has the factory rear tires, which should still come back to life. Matter of fact, it actually has the factory front tires too. So this will be a donor. It'll need some tubes, but those are the same tires that would have come on the back of a 110 and a 125 three-wheeler. So that'll be cool. It actually runs, but yeah, and these are for another project, a restoration project. I'll show you those another time. You weren't supposed to see those, but our Pasta Hosta is doing really good. I saw Christian over here looking at it. I think he's trying to put together something for lunch maybe, so. Oh, forgot about that. We got David actually working on the cabinets inside. Here's our salt. I'm not joking, guys. Epsom salt. So you can soak a lot of feet in that. Get your whole body. AJ said he needed to use some of that. Dave, you need any salt? You want any salt?
I got a salt gun. Yeah.
Say it's good for the palm trees.
Oh.
Mike says it's good for his feet. Oh, I did give it away. But there was one other. It wasn't just Mike. It was not, and it wasn't Mom. So you guys guess on that. How's that look? This might really be a bad decision. But
That was used to dry stuff out.
salt is supposed to dry stuff out. You're right. Well, we'll water it in real good.
I know. Might work.
You guys, you've seen it here first. We have no clue. We're not gardeners. We're not palm tree planters. But we're going to see how this salt does. It should dissolve pretty quick, right? Yeah. The hostas probably won't like it. Huh? All right, well, I guess in theory, most palm trees are in salty areas. So, oh, it dissolved quick. Look at that. It's gone. Most palm trees are in salty areas, you know, I guess around the beaches and stuff like that, and other countries where it's salt water. So maybe it's missing that nutrition. We're going to quickly find out on that. All right, pause it while I water this in, AJ, and then we'll run in the office. All right, palm tree's got a salt bath. Came inside to get out of the sun for a minute. David's back on the project over here. Started this a little while back and then we kind of bailed on the project, but we cut this wall open. After we finished painting it completely, I took and knocked a hammer through it just so we'd be dedicated to make this happen. But and that was a funny video because I think it hit a stud and it bounced back. But this right here, it's a 100-year-old brick wall for the original building. And we figured it'd be really cool for that to be exposed and us to also have kind of a display case. So he cut this out, framed it in, basically took the 2x4 stud wall down. It's not holding anything, it was just a false wall. It was holding itty bitty thin pieces of plywood. So we're going with some pretty thick plywood and actually framing this in. And his suggestion was that over time that was going to warp. Even though we used thick plywood, it was going to warp. So he's building a secondary frame behind this framed out area, and it'll have all this wall exposed. So basically like a big picture window looking at brick. But we'll be able to put trophies, awards, some little model cars, you know, whatever on there, and display it. And we'll actually be able to reuse the paneling the way we cut it down. We'll just have to cut it and put it back and then paint and put a little trim on it. But that's going to look really good. It's going to be a pretty cool extra decoration. But while the wall is exposed, you can see they actually built this building against that building because there's the freaking window, which we did not know was there until we started taking it down. Even though we saw it on the other side, you just don't think about those things. And there was a window there where the access is to my office, and then that was the back door of the house right there. So pretty cool the way things were built back in the day. But making a little progress in here today, getting a few more things done. All right, Brown Chevrolet has left Daniel and Brian's hands and is back to the car lot and about to officially go up. We're going to do a full walk around video on this truck and probably a driving video here shortly. But she checked out really, really well. This truck was a frame off. It did come from the same collection I bought a lot of vehicles from that were very original, but this one has had frame off restoration, body, paint, undercarriage, interior, mechanical, you name it. They cleaned up some lines, fittings, couple little things at the shop, adjusted a couple things, kind of just gave it the once over and the official, yay, she's good to go. But I wanted to catch this real quick just while the sun is right on it. It is freaking cool. Also in the back, it's got a spray and bed liner, and we do have some dash covers that have just come in. Not just covers, but actually replacement dashes. It's very hard to get the good ones, and those are the good ones. Been waiting on those for a little while. So we've got the military truck that's sold, that's actually getting a replacement dash and a custom upholstered seat. One of the red trucks up at Daniels getting lifted, getting a custom seat and some other stuff done. So Raymond is already back on the road, headed to the exhaust shop, picking one up that's finished. And it's been a busy, hot day. We got a lot done though. Still got to go get the one from the diesel shop. We'll bring y'all a little clip there so you see what's going on. Always a lot going on there. Hundreds of trucks moving around. So we need to jump in the vehicle, get in the AC. I got to send some pictures real quick underneath that excursion to a customer. We had a lifted excursion come in. You guys haven't seen that one yet. It's a lifted, probably 8 inches on 37s. Big boy excursion. That's going to be a really cool truck and only like 10 grand. So if you're looking for something to maybe use on your hunting land or something for the beach with the family, that's going to be a good one. For a lifted truck, 10 grand. Hey, tires, wheels, and lift kit probably cost near that these days. Need to follow up with my customer on the 450. Got a good customer out of the Virginia Beach area. Supposed to be picking that up from us, so I need to see if we need to coordinate getting that to him. Well, that's it for right this second, guys. Be back at you in a few minutes. All right, AJ had a good suggestion. He said we might as well call this a Wednesday vlog because it's a day in the life, but we're just catching extra little clips today because unfortunately we've got a very scattered day. And we've thought about it before about doing a whole video of what happens in a day's time. Not just with me, but what Christian's doing, AJ's doing. We could time lapse it and we could actually slow it down to like 1/4 speed and you guys still would be blown away with how much happens in a day's time. But one cool part, AJ doesn't even know this yet, I don't think. But we've got one of our customers that I have never personally met in person coming here in a week or two. In a week, yeah. So he's coming to the area for a wedding. He's actually only in the outskirts of Virginia Beach, 2 hours roughly from us. I've been doing business with this customer probably for the last 10 years. And I would dare say that we've done 35 to 40 purchases and sales, 35 to 40 lift kits, wheels, tires, accessories. And this includes equipment, trailers. He's a contractor, but he's a car guy. And he loves getting different vehicles. AJ, my previous transport guy, my current transport guy, our temporary helpers, my mom, everybody has met this man except for myself. So it's just ironic. We miss each other. I've been to Virginia Beach and been like, hey dude, you around? And he's gone. He's been up this way. You around? I'm busy with a customer. He's like, cool, I'm just keeping on going. He doesn't leave home very often, but he has been through Richmond area and I've been tied up. We have never met. We've FaceTimed. We've conversated. Literally, I don't know of a day that's gone by that we have not done a call or text. I call him a very good friend that I've never met. It's super unusual, I know. And this guy had multiple people he dealt with prior to me. And I've had a couple of them reach out since and say, hey, you still taking care of so-and-so? I'm like, yep. He's like, dang. He's hard sometimes because he's very fast-paced. He knows what he wants, and he wants it. And I think that's what's always worked out well. From one of our very first transactions, he wanted a vehicle. And I said, I'll get my guys bring it to you today. They'll bring your trade-in back, no problem. Boom, he's cleaning it out. My guy shows up at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, does the transaction, comes back, trusted him to wire us the money the next day. He always did what he was supposed to do. We've bought cars. I've sent my guy down there in an Uber before multiple times, picked it up, wired him the money the next day. However it went both ways, we've always trusted each other. We're both business owners. He owns a business owner. Daggone, the road is closed again. It hasn't opened back up. Detour, guys. Really? A reinforcement, yeah. So we're headed to our diesel shop, but that is something that's upcoming, and I'm gonna get him on video. Well, what's he, 10 years older than me?
You might be.
Yeah, so he's probably about 10 years older than me. He probably looks 10 years younger than me. He stays in the gym, stays in shape. He's a monster as far as a construction crew, construction builder, builds massive houses, does very well for himself. But we have become very close friends. We talk about a lot of things during the day, and it's kind of ironic. We're going to finally shake hands for the first time. And maybe we'll even get that, maybe we'll catch that clip live. So what's funnier than that is until maybe about 2 years ago, we'd never even seen each other. But he literally called, he was buying a G-Wagon from me. And I'd already sent him pictures and everything else. And we were texting, and then all of a sudden, I'm in the G-Wagon, I'm driving it. And my phone rings on FaceTime. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I answer it. Like, hey, dude, I'm driving the G-Wagon. Well, it takes a second for a FaceTime to pick up on the other end, you know. Well, here he is. He's in the gym. Oh, man, I thought I was texting you. I was like, no, you FaceTime me. He's like, well, I'm in the gym. And I was like, okay, no shirt on. So I was like, all right, whatever. He said, well, can you pull over and show me the thing since I'm on the phone with you? I was like, yep, no problem. So I pull over on the side of the road. Actually, I was going down the interstate, so I hit the first exit I had. I walk around it. I rev it up for him. He was like, man, this worked out pretty good. He said, we're going to do this FaceTime more often. I said, that's fine. As long as you have a shirt on and you're not in the gym, we can FaceTime anytime you want to. But it was ironic. He literally hit it on accident, and, you know, because he was scrambling for the phone, you know, when I answered. But it worked out good. And we have FaceTime. AJ's FaceTimed with him. Everybody has. Mom actually took a trip down to Virginia Beach with some of her girlfriends, and he took them out to eat. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be pretty cool. Pretty surreal, really, because there's been a lot of business, a lot of transaction. I don't know, millions of dollars worth of business, you know, all in all. But, you know, people look at him like he's weird or crazy because he does so much with vehicles, but really, he gets rid of one, he gets one. He might spend 5 or 10 grand. He might get 15 or 20 grand back. You know, you never know. It keeps balancing, but he just, you know, one day he likes an SUV, then he wants a sports car, then he wants an SUV, then he wants a lifted truck. We accommodate him. You know, we don't ever say no. If we can't get something to him, I'm just honest. I'm like, hey, we can't get it to you today. We'll have it there tomorrow morning. No problem. It's always good. Of course, he kind of got spoiled off the bat of things being really fast, but he's cool with it. No matter how it goes down, he's always been fine. And it is ironic that everybody has met him other than me, Brian, and Daniel. We've never met him. But feel like we know him and getting ready to know him. So it'll be pretty cool. I think he's spending 2 or 3 days in town, so that's going to be fun. Actually, Mom will be out of town, so I won't be able to do as many crazy things as we would probably do, like go out and jump some vehicles and ride some three-wheelers during the day, but we'll probably catch some after-hours action, and we'll bring it to you guys. So hang tight. We're getting ready to pull up at the diesel shop, and I'll show you what's going on here. All right, rolling up at the diesel shop. This is where, when I say something's at the big rig shop or the diesel shop, this is what we're referring to. A lot happens around here every day, guys. Sean runs a tight ship. He might be one of the only people like myself that juggles so much stuff day in and day out. He has a great crew just like we do. He also does a lot of real estate and other things, but there's one of our bucket trucks getting serviced. Our wrecker, Fuso, getting serviced. That's not our bus. I guess everything actually is on the other side, so we started the video kind of in the wrong place. But you want to talk about a busy shop, there's one of our bucket trucks getting serviced in there, actually on the last bay. This place stays busy. Extremely busy. And top-notch, all proper parts, all proper technicians, got it down to a science. Buildings full of tires, everything on site, ready. Every now and then we have to hit him on an emergency and say, hey, this thing's got to be done. He gets it done. Oh yeah, there's our bucket trucks over there. Picking up our rollback. No, picking up our rollback. But bucket trucks over there, bucket trucks over there. Another crazy thing, they just came through and redid these power lines. Talk about a job. They took down the big goalpost looking power pole things and put these up. Obviously, it's a major area for the power to come through. Another bucket truck over there. A lot of bucket trucks here. And some cargo vans too over on the other side, the small side, the service shops over there. But a lot happening around here. So we go grab up our rollback. Very low mileage, heavy duty rollback. Get that back. That had a service and inspection done, and it needed a sensor, so that's taken care of. We'll keep on clicking away as this day goes. All right, catching a little AC in the office real quick. Also misplaced another set of sunglasses, but give a little shout out. Battery Barn for you local guys. Battery Barn's been around a long time. We've been dealing with them for a long time, but we get all of our NOCO stuff from them. You can see behind the desk, Mike is the captain of keeping those things charged and ready to go. I think we've got about 10 or 12 of them around the premises. We probably bought 20. Some of them just eventually play out or break or get lost. But a little shout out to them for one, taking care of us, because we also get dozens of batteries every week from them. They carry all kinds of different stuff. I didn't even realize that they do stuff down to watch batteries, up to tractor trailer batteries, to whole house solar panel charging batteries. Crazy amount of stuff they carry. But he actually brought us a new one of these today because they were out of the one we needed. We had one go down. He sends them off. He gets them rebuilt, replaced, whatever, under warranty. So we don't even have to deal with it. But he brought us one with an air inflator, which is going to be super handy. We can be out with a vehicle, jump start it, and if we got a tire issue, especially for the little four-wheelers and three-wheelers and lawnmowers and everything else we deal with. So that's pretty cool. So if you need something, reach out to Eric at Battery Barn on that. It's pretty cool. Also, while we're in here, today, 1 year ago, we were overheating ourselves doing the video of the Fall Guy build. Actually, I don't know if we finished it today or we did whatever, but it popped up in memories of us doing that video. So I dressed up in a leather coat, got super overheated, just about fell out down at the shop, and they spent 6 or 8 or 10 hours doing that truck, and it rolled in completely stock and rolled out as a Fall Guy replica. And we've got this stuff here, which is pretty cool. Every kid that comes in wants to take one of these home with them, but that was actually how the truck looked. We did the roll bar, lift kit, tires, wheels, some accessories. It already had a brush bar on it. We even got the lunchbox. Mike's been out in the heat. He made it back in, so we don't have to go search for him. He didn't fall out. He didn't have a heat stroke. Mom's been chilling in the AC most of the day, so she's good over there.
I'm coming back for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's not too friendly out there today. So got a lot of stuff going on. She's getting ready to get a lot of paperwork prepared and things taken care of for her to be at the national convention and taking in a whole lot of seminars and updated things dealer to dealer. Next year I will go. She's going this year. I'll go next year. We'll send Mike the year after that so he can brush up on his skills a little bit. But it's pretty neat. There'll be a lot of different vendors there. She's been having a lot of reach outs from all the different vendors. Please visit our booth. Come on by. From advertisers to people that sell products, such as we bought that key machine that checks in our keys at one of those years ago. I actually bought that gas pump at one of them years ago. A lot of stuff from in here came there. Some of the awards were given out at some of those events. And if you see the background, if you ever do make it in here, I want to do the video inside a little bit today because a lot of people don't ever make it here. You don't ever get to see us. But when you're here, most people spend some time reading some of these articles, some magazines, some newspaper, different things about accomplishments and awards. And when we get across the street, we'll have more room for more of this stuff. There's a whole lot of it. She actually just brought in some photo albums today, which was really good because I'm going through there looking for some pictures of our old four-wheelers and things. And there's a whole lot of neat stuff in there, too, about some of the older vehicles, some of the different projects, some of the stuff my dad was driving. When I tell you guys, half the time he was in a square body. Saw a picture when they were building the garage and in the 92, 93 era or something like that. Square bodies, 2 of them in the driveway and a 70s model in the driveway. So Shirley can show y'all some stuff that goes back 40 and 50 years that solidifies us in the Chevrolet truck game, and we love it. Also, the picture there of the barn find. I know you guys have actually seen that truck over in showroom 1 before, but there's the picture. I never have the picture there with the truck, but before this picture was taken, we actually cut down 2 or 3 little small trees that were grown up in front of here. You can see the vines and everything. We pulled all the vines back. That was my grandfather, my father, daughter, brothers, cousins, and uncles there in that picture. That was pretty cool. A piece of land adjoining our family farmland. So pretty neat. Up in the corner there, one of the pictures and some stuff I'll bring you from those photo albums. That's my dad's truck on the right, up in the top section there. That was in Four Wheel Drive magazine. Also another photo shoot it had done with it over there. From Dinwiddie Motorsports Park at a big show that was there, which was pretty neat. And we'll be doing a lot of content at Virginia Motorsports Park very soon. But that was when the place was opened, and that was in 1994. So I think it opened in 93 or 94. That facility was brand new in Dinwiddie, Virginia, Petersburg. So that's a little clip for this part. We'll go warm up, cool off. AJ's probably got to catch lunch, and we'll be back at you to wrap the day up. All right, doing a little last minute check of the lot before the day's out. Alvin's getting a 6-door that you guys have not seen yet, or I don't think you've seen yet. That'll be on the website tomorrow morning. F650, 6-door, super stretch with a camper shell. Kind of looks like a stretched Excursion. Actually, the stretched Excursion white one with 6 doors, they might have had 8 doors. It was probably one of our more viral videos we ever made. He's getting ready to get this green extended cab cleaned up. You guys have seen the Skittles color of that truck in the past. Well, we actually had 2. We had a crew cab and an extended cab. Well, believe it or not, it looks like the next 2 to leave here are the 2 twin greens, the extended cab and crew cab. Both have a Jordan bed. This one was a little unusual because it had a shark bed on it. Shark bed meaning we actually need to do more tow truck content for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys, I know a lot of y'all used to follow that were coming up in the towing industry and wanted to learn about the towing industry. Well, shark bed, yeah, a lot. Yeah, we did that video with Mike showing how to operate stuff and all that. But shark bed means that you can put a low approach angle vehicle on it. It actually has a little tilt to it. We've had some that were breakaway rear beds. We've had the craziest things when it comes to tow trucks. And at one time, again, guys, I know a lot of the following was about tow trucks. Then a lot of it went to square bodies and other things. So I feel like we still got a very diverse crowd. Now we're starting to get a lot of people for 3-wheelers and classic ATVs. So might have to start a whole channel for that. But anyway, more to come on that probably today. But that's a Cummins truck, really beautiful truck, and very low mileage truck. The other one was the same way. Not sure where this one's going, but I know we're going to deliver the 4-door to the customer out at Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. I've been out there myself, beautiful area. Mike said, I wonder how far away it is. I said, it's 1,005 miles. He said, what? That's 1,005 miles, put in your GPS. He typed in his GPS, 1,008 miles or something came up. I was like, yeah. I left here on a Friday afternoon and had to be there on a Saturday morning for an event and could not leave here early. Matter of fact, didn't even leave here till 7 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Drove all night, all morning, and made it there just in time for the event, which ended up being at lunchtime. So crazy amount of driving, long trip, but we made it, and it was pretty fun. Denali, got somebody coming in the morning to look at this. One of our less expensive trucks. A lot of people don't think we have less expensive trucks. This is a 06 Denali for $12,900. It's got 200,000 miles on it. Me and AJ drove this truck quite a bit as a runner. I don't know, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I drove it back and forth to the house a lot of times. Good truck, fresh tires, 4 brand new tires on the truck, service inspected, clean, it needs to be detailed. Alvin will get that straight. Couple service trucks, Kristen's getting updated. Another bucket truck that's arrived. You saw the bucket trucks down at the diesel shop. We have a absolute buttload of different types of bucket trucks, and we love it because they're excellent sellers. For the price point of these things, anywhere from 20 grand to I think 50, 60 grand is the most expensive one we've got. The things you can do, gutters, siding, lights, roof, plumbing, HVAC, put the vent in with it, clean Mike's vent out with it, set windows with them, security cameras. It's just unheard of the amount of things you can do. Also a bunch of utility trucks and work trucks. Where's all this water coming from? Oh, I watered the flowers. I need to turn the water off. I was watering the palm trees. Forgot about that. Tow trucks, not as many as we once had. We definitely had a ton of them at one time. Guess we'd say we had a gaggle of them, right? That's a group. Yeah, we had a gaggle of tow trucks. Had more tow trucks than anybody in the country at the time. And when I say that, we had a lot of people like, So-and-so has more, so-and-so has more. That is the most factual statement there was. We had more completed, in stock, for sale trucks than anybody else in the country. A lot of people had more cabin chassis and they were building trucks, but even the Miller facilities and the Jordan facilities, the sales facilities, not the construction facilities, I think we had 75 or 80 on the ground trucks during COVID. And the closest guy had like 5, you know, so we were moving them all over. More than that. AJ saying more than that. We may have had 100. We may have touched 100 at one point. We had so many trade-ins that we weren't even processing because we were getting the newer ones ready. We had our service shop. We had our overflow shop. The whole squarebody showroom was full of them. It was unheard of. My transport guy, that's actually when Raymond started really picking up the pace with us because he was only doing something every now and then. He was on the road every day, 7 days a week. We'd be picking up in Florida and dropping off in Texas. Picking up in Texas, dropping off in Oklahoma. Picking up in Oklahoma over here. I had 3 transport guys moving at all times. We had 2 part-time guys that actually were buying the trucks and moving the trucks for me. That was a crazy time. We got a whole podcast coming about that. I've got 3 of my buyers lined up, and I've got 3 of my customers lined up to talk about the craziness. We had one guy buy 8 trucks from us at one time. He was headed down to Florida when the Florida had those floods. He could not get trucks anywhere else. He reached out to us for 1, ended up with 8, and left here with 4 and 4 and sent them all down to Florida. And says he made enough money to cover the purchase of those trucks just with that one hurricane. So that tells you there is good profit in towing, guys. What else, AJ? Wrapping this day up pretty good. I hope you guys like this long length content. It's a little different for us, but today we had just a scattered amount of stuff. We do have, oh, there's the other green rollback sitting in the staging area for completion. So all Raymond's got to do is jump in that one and head out to Missouri, 1,008 miles away. Lake of the Ozarks is a big area, though. I have a lot of friends out there. Great area, big boating facility. There's big money out there, too. If you ever have not researched Lake of the Ozarks, one of the biggest man-made lakes there is, and beautiful territory. The people that own so many large businesses out there in this world, big corporations, a lot of them have a house there. It's pretty neat, and to see the money that people spend on boats and boat docks and houses is just, it's just silly money. We've got the guy coming to do some filming on Friday. I haven't told you that yet, AJ. He's coming to do some filming. We're going to do the 10-door. He wants to capture a little bit on my race car, and I told him that'd be fine. Go take one of the demons out because we still got to go take Brian for a ride. Brian doesn't even know what he missed out on that day. Did you put the clip out there of the other demons? With Trista and Daniel?
It's in the demon video.
Huh. Nobody commented on it.
Really?
No, not that I think of. So if you guys hadn't watched the demon video, AJ put a couple splices in there where I took Trista, my oldest daughter, and Daniel actually drove. I didn't take him for a ride. He drove. But Brian came up that day and I was too busy, so we didn't get a chance to rip with him, but we will. Oh, flag. Got another big flag coming. 4th of July is coming up. Huge holiday for us. We are going to celebrate it by being closed on the 4th of July. So you guys will not see any content that day. We may capture some ahead of time, or we may just capture some while we're doing it. AJ's going to be at the marina capturing some content very soon. Actually, got a lot of stuff to talk about down there, so I need to slip away to help you with that. But AJ's will capture some stuff. He was down there the other day. They were putting one of the big cigarette boats in the water, literally a cigarette boat, brand cigarette. And we got the rental boats. We got the rental kayaks. A lot of stuff you guys could do and you gals can do with the kids while they're out of school for the summer. Rent a pontoon boat, rent the kayaks, the pool. The pool's all fresh and new with a bunch of extra concrete. Matter of fact, we talked about that last time. I need to get some palm trees out there probably. We got the on-site service facility. We've got a couple new docks going in, so we'll have a little extra space there. And trying to be very accommodating for this summer for the marina. And looking for 2026 to be our best year there. We'll finally have all of our docks complete, the pool's complete, the rental boats in service, the kayak inventory's up, and we'll actually possibly have our RV section ready at that point. And if the RV section's ready, you'll be able to come into town, bring your RV, bring your boat. You'll have a beautiful destination sitting right on the water. You walk out, look right at the river, You can rent a pontoon boat, you can rent kayaks, we have plenty of things to do. You'll be just minutes from lots of history. You'll be 30 minutes from Williamsburg, be 30 minutes from Smithfield, 30 minutes from Hopewell, Petersburg, if you want some more history, be less than an hour to Richmond. So a really good destination spot for you guys that are watching from afar. And if you are one of our followers, we are going to have some discounts in place for that. And we actually going to announce we're going to have some discounts for you for rental boats. If you're a local follower or you just want to travel in, 50% off as a follower. You have to comment that you saw it on this video for a pontoon rental. Long as it is not booked ahead of time, we will accommodate you. Weekdays right now are pretty smooth. Weekends are pretty booked up. But weekdays, 50% off. Come rent the pontoon boat, take your kids out, bring some fishing equipment, I don't care. Have a good time out there. So also great for 4th of July, you know, because that's on the week. You'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday ahead of time. Friday I know is already booked, but a lot of scheduling conflicts currently just with bookings. But if we get enough, we'll add some more boats. That's not a problem. So thanks guys. Palm trees are watered. Hostas are watered. Buildings are good. Shop is rolling. We didn't get down to the off-road shop but twice today, and we didn't get any filming done, but we'll get down there tomorrow. Lots of projects. A couple in the shop we can't really show because the customers did not want us to. But I need to get an update on those actual ones, and those that are watching know who we're talking about. Didn't want to be filmed till those projects are finished. Daniel's got a bumper in for one of our New York customers. Been waiting on patiently. Actually had it chromed. Hard to get stuff chromed these days, and that finally came back, so that's going to be a cool truck. We'll do a finishing video on that for you guys. You'll enjoy it. Customers that are followers of the channel sent their truck down. Started with just a lift, steering, ended up with the whole gauntlet of Davis Offroad performance stuff. And Davis, dang, you see the monster truck tires go down the road? Man, I hope they're going to my house. Man, some big boys on that trailer. Probably was a piece of equipment, but they took up the whole bit of the truck. We got to get some things put away. It's been a hot day. Thanks guys for your patience. Let us know how you liked the long form. If you're still here, let us know you're here. And Christian's getting caught up on some giveaways, some shirts and merch. Don't forget your merch. In stock, pretty much every size right now in this style, our square body style, and our tow truck design. All in stock. Shipping out same day for the most part, so you guys will get them pretty quick. Get your gear before the holidays. We do have a 4th of July giveaway that's going to be related to merch, but you're going to have to be wearing it. So you guys are going to have to stick around for that. It's going to be on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. 4 different giveaways, but you're going to have the merch to qualify for what you have to do to be a winner. So get your merch ordered now. It's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be a couple good giveaways. Thanks guys, thanks for the support, thanks for watching as always. Make sure you clicked, make sure you're subscribed. We'll be back at you tomorrow.